Matthew mentioned, we don't oversee the school district. You have a separate elected director for your school board, and it makes it hard for us to do a whole lot for the schools. But we do have different ways that we interact with the school board. We have an education partnership committee. Neither of the board members on either of those on that committee from the school district or the city have much teeth in the decisions that come out of that committee because we are from separate boards and we have to bring those decisions back to our respective boards. But there is an opportunity for conversation there. So what I have done with the schools in my district is talk to the principals, talk to the community around them, and see what I can do as an outsider somewhat in terms of providing additional resources. So for example, at Cole Middle School, where they were having a lot of violence and a lot of fighting between the youth, I made sure that the measure-wide funds were allocated for a restorative justice coordinator, and they have really seen some incredible improvements at that school. 66.5% reduction in suspensions, no physical fights on campus all year, and no outside disciplinary hearings. So it's really incredible results, and I want to make sure that we can expand that to other schools. At Westlake, we have the problem with youth crossing the street in an unsafe environment, so I make sure I put my flexible funds into a traffic light at Westlake School. So those are the kinds of things that we do. We do really active walk to school days for the Prescott School, and I work with the Hoover School on some cleanups and how the Hoover Elementary is working with the rest of the neighborhood. So I do what I can within the limited powers that I have in the school district. But it is very important for us to interact with the schools as much as possible. If we don't have a healthy school system, we're not going to have a healthy city.
Thank you, Mrs. Nancy, for your question. It's very important. In terms of education, yes, the school district is separate. Now it's taken over by the state because of just the deplorable conditions that the school district was in, the lack of leadership that we had at the time. And it is separate also from city council as a whole, and the mayor can support our schools. One is around truancy. Our young people, we have about 4,000 each day in the city of Oakland not going to school. They're winding up on our street corner. District that is also where sometimes kids from San Leandro and Berkeley. It's a truancy center that can't handle 4,000 kids a day. It's a truancy center that doesn't work. What we need to have is site-based truancy centers. So kids are actually brought to truancy centers within their communities, within the schools that they're supposed to be going to, so there's a proper connection. And this is something with OPD that we can work on, and we can also advocate for resources. When we talk also about going after larger resources or fighting among city council members for resources, I think that's the wrong approach. And getting back to what I was talking about with Coven House and my experience in this area, is to go to the philanthropic community and not do as the council member has stated in the past, or others have stated that, you could grow a money tree, our problems are so big, just keep throwing money at us. No, go to them, go to foundations and go to philanthropic partners and say, here's exactly where you can invest your resources in our schools and how you can partner with us to make success happen in Oakland. The Broad Foundation and the Gates Foundation, I don't like all the mandates they put on there, but they've partnered with Oakland schools. And look, as a fundraiser, let me tell you, if you can get Gates Foundation money, you can get a lot of people to the table. So we need to do that in the city of Oakland. Thank you.